Well, it's Thursday. We're one day away from the Acorn Stakes on Friday, the 6th of June. And of course, 2 days out from the Belmont Stakes. And as always, thanks everybody for the orders that you put in for the tip sheets. The love that you show your Speed King. I work extremely hard for everyone. And you all know who you are. I can't begin to name you all. And that's what our community is. Well, we're going to change it to a neighborhood, right? Because it's going to be about family. But anyway, tip sheets still available. It's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday together. $35 each day, individually $20. So great way to support us. Also, you can go to our front of our YouTube page and buy the Speed King a coffee. You'll see a little icon in the bottom right corner. You can do that as well. But you can subscribe and do those things like our video for sure. You can email us for the tip sheet, speedking24@yahoo.com, or text the office 732-804-0637. I am going to be down on the Jersey Shore. I'm leaving today. It's Thursday. But I'm going to have access to everything, of course, with technology. So if you need me, please email me or text us, as always, right? Text is always nice. I can lock you into the studio's phone number and do those type of things. 732-804-0637. Get your orders in. Great way to support your Speed King. Well, why is our Speed King on the TV? Well, I'm on the TV because I want to give you my Belmont Stakes long shot. Oh boy, there he goes with these Honor AP horses. Well, everybody knows that obviously we want to back Sovereignty, the Godolphin runner. Is our second overall pick. Not that, of course, he's going to be on all my tickets. And, I just don't like 2-1 or 8-5. And obviously, he's going to be on my pick 3 tickets. I got 7-8-1 in the Derby. That was my top pick. But everybody knows that I love Rodriguez. I think he has a tactical speed advantage in the race where he can sit behind the number 5 horse Crudo. He's breaking from post number 3, Rodriguez, I believe, and the 2 horses, the one and the 2, are not. This horse should get a tracking trip for sure, and try to get the jump on the rest of the field. If Bobby B wants to be back on the scene in the Triple Crown, and maybe he's going to make his presence felt. And of course, I have a rooting interest also for Rodriguez, being the son of Authentic. And everybody knows that I'm part of the racing fan for my racehorse that has ownership into Authentic. The great run we had with him in 2020. And subsequently his babies, his first crop for sure. So again, that's revenue for us. So we have a big interest in Rodriguez from a standpoint of, royalties, of course. But we do think he can sit a tactical trip. I think he has a tactical advantage, and it doesn't hurt that he's 6-1. So my top pick in the Belmont Stakes is the number 6 and the number 2, of course, Sovereignty. If you had any idea that I would leave Godolphin off the ticket, you're sadly mistaken. That ain't gonna happen. So my top 2 picks obviously is the 3 and the 2, the 2 and the 3, Rodriguez, and of course, silky blue, Muhammad Al Mattoon and company out there in Dubai. But my long shot play, extreme long shot in the Belmont Stakes, is the same long shot play I had in the Derby. The number 8 horse, Heart of Honor, there he goes with those Honor AP horses. Well, Hearts of Honor is 30-1 on the morning line. Didn't disgrace in the Preakness, if you ask me. He ran 5th, beat maybe 3 or 4 horses. Of course, Osborne is doing the conditioning. He has the young lady, Sophie, his daughter, in the arms. We all think he could use a stronger rider. But if I was the trainer and my daughter was a rider, guess who I would put up? I would put my daughter in the arms. Why? Because when you're coaching your daughter or your son in sports and as they're growing up, there's nothing finer, is it? So again, we're not going to beat up on them on that. And 30-1 Heart of Honor, and everybody knows that I love Honor AP, that sire who has done just tremendous things. And Honor AP, let me do a little data here. Is obviously by honor code, where you just don't need to say anything, right? The horse is just absolutely awesome in everything that they do. And of course, Honor AP goes back to AP Indy, of course. This one is bred tremendously well. The horse did run second in the Grade 2 race over at Medan behind Admiral Daytona, and just by a nose in the course that UAE Derby. And they kept the horse here for some reason. Now here's what we know about Heart of Honor. I don't think it's going to be a blistering pace up front, but there's 3 horses that are going to be moving very fast in the middle of this stretch coming home. The number 1 horse, Hill Road, will be coming late. Obviously, the number 2 horse, Sovereignty, will be coming late. And of course, Journalism will be coming late. And I don't see why Heart of Honor can't be picking them up and laying them down as well. So at least, at worst case, if you're playing vertically in trifectors and superfectors, here's an opportunity maybe to get the horse underneath. At worst case, right? If you don't like the horse, to upset the entire field at the graveyard of racetracks, at 30 to 1. So that'll offer some value in those exotic wagers like tries and supers, particularly if the 2 favorites hit the board in front. They're going to be 2 to 1 and 8 to 5, or 8 to 5 and 8 to 5. Okay, so it's going to be very short. So you do need some value in some way or another. But I just love horses by Honor AP, and I just think that and again, if anybody were to upset this race, maybe it could be a horse like that has tremendous breeding and that has an opportunity to at least hit the board at a huge price. Again, Honor AP, the sire of Heart of Honor, is also the sire honor code by AP Indy, back to Seattle Sloop, back to Bold Reasoning, all the way back to the dam on the AP Indy side is Weekend Surprise. So again, just bred tremendously, top and bottom. And let's see how she do. So my extreme long shot, if the race falls apart and something out of the unusual or the usual happens, and the usual don't happen and the unusual happen, who is that horse that nobody's thinking about, like the Richie Strikes of the world? I would say it would be Hearts of Honor. And of course, I'm going to throw a little flyer on her for sure. $2. Maybe I'll play a couple doubles, but $2. Right? So there's your SpeedKing's extreme long shot, thinking a little bit outside of the box if the race falls apart at the graveyard, known as Saratoga for horses. Didn't Man of War get beat up there? There he talking about Man of War. Yeah, I think he did, okay. I think Dr. Fager got beat up there as well. All right, I'm not sure. There's a bunch of them. But anyway, Heart of Honor is our extreme long shot in this year's Belmont Stakes. Speaking, going to throw in a flyer and a couple daily doubles for sure. My name is Wayne Bolden. I'm the Speed King, heading to the Jersey Shore. Going to have a great time for sure, and can always be reached by email, of course, and text us at 732-804-0637. Tip sheet's still available. Stay classy, y'all, in all that you do, and most of all, this is all entertainment, y'all. Remember to have some fun. I'm going to admonish you. Have some fun. Nothing wrong with having fun unless you ain't getting none. No, he didn't with rhyming. My name is Wayne Bolden. I'm the Speed King. Having a bunch of fun. Looking forward to this weekend. It's going to start today.